Hey everyone, I'm Marie and I have been where you are, a new developer and a developer on a new project. I'll be showing you how to use Visual Studio to understand more about generics and how you can use them. Generics in C# are a great way to provide type safety, reuse code, and increase performance. As a new developer, generics may seem a bit much to wrap your head around at first, but I'll show you some easy ways to get started on your journey, understand more, and eventually harness the power of generics. When I first heard about generics, I was in the last course of my boot camp I was in, and my instructor Keith had mentioned that we could use generics for part of our lab that if we wanted to really go above and beyond. Of course, I was up for the challenge, so I started reading the book I had called C# in a Nutshell by Joseph Abahari and reading various articles on the web through websites like Medium. I highly recommend doing that extra research in those places if you're interested in learning more. However, for now, I'll show you how to use Visual Studio to give you some insights to the code you're looking at. For now, let's imagine we're working on a new project or in the new area of a project we're on, and we come across some strange looking code with brackets. These brackets we usually see when we come in and compare items. For example, hotel rooms, as you see here, or room amenities could be a number like we're comparing if they're less than 5 or greater than 5. But in this case, we are not using those brackets for comparison. Between these brackets, you see some words, hotel room, room amenity. We'll focus on just room amenity for now. Why in the world are these words in brackets anyways, and what in the world is an iCollection, and why are we having a collection of room amenity? So as we hover, one really nice thing about Visual Studio is it kind of tells you some information as you hover around the words and just do your own little searching. We can see room amenity is a class and it belongs to async in.models.room amenity. And if we hover over iCollection, we see that iCollection is an interface. And it's a generic iCollection of T, and it defines methods to manipulate generic collections. And you can see they give you also a hint. T is a room amenity. T is type. The collection type is room amenity. Next, we can just right-click on iCollection, go to definition, or you can hit your F12 key on your keyboard. I'll just right-click and use the menu they provide. Here we can see that it is indeed an interface like we saw when we hovered, and T is room amenity. What can we tell from iCollection when we're here in the definition? Here we can see that an iCollection includes the count. We can get the number of amenities. Say we can do amenities.count, and we could return 5 or however many amenities we have currently. Next is the add. And here you could even expand, and you can see they have really nice summaries in here, parameters and exceptions. What types of exceptions can be thrown here? Add would be for if you want to add items to the collection. Say your hotel's expanding, you get a new spa, and you want to add spa to the amenities list. Here you would just do amenities.add, and then you can add spa. You can also see if the collection contains a certain amenity in this case. And with all of these, you can still expand and see what they have inside. And you see contains is a Boolean, so it's either it contains the item or it does not. And we can also see that collections, you can remove items from the collection. Say if we downsized our hotel and we maybe remove the spa, the really nice spa we just added, we will no longer have the spa, so we can say we removed it. So remember, whenever you run into a piece of code that you aren't sure about, make sure you use what your code editor has built in for you and take a moment and look around.